This is Girard Sports Live.
Augustin doesn't beat fire three. Good!
Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan Telephone, your community technology partner. Also by Ag Choice of Hepler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Brumback Service Center, Call Service, Chicken Annie's of Girard, Chris Paoni, DDS, Community National Bank and Trust of Girard, Evans Motors, Exchange State Bank, Farm Bureau Financial Services, First National Bank, Fort Scott Community College, G&W Foods Family Super, Girard National Bank, Canar Eye Care, Larrett Ceramics, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drug, McClellan Sanitation, Medical Lodges Girard, Norris Outdoor, Pearls and Curls Boutique, Producers Co-op Farm Store, Producers Cooperative Association, TJ Belcher at State Farm Insurance, and Westridge Assisted Living.
Off to Hanson. Hanson, he'll drive. Libya, little runner with the right hand. Good, and a foul. Libya Hanson gets the bucket and the foul.
This is Girard Sports Live.
And good Thursday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Fredonia. Welcome to the 2018 Wilson County Classic. Snow-delayed Wilson County Classic. We're going to get the games in as the weather starts to get nice and warmed up. It's toasty here inside this gymnasium. And we're getting ready to kick off this 2018 Wilson County Classic again from Fredonia. This tournament goes back and forth between Fredonia and Neodesha. This year we're in the home of the Yellow Jackets. Oddly enough, getting ready for the Trojans to take on Neodesha. Lady Trojans will take on the Yellow Jackets, the host team, in our nightcap. But we've got the men first, which is always rare. Trojan men coming into this ball game at 5-2, trying to bounce back from a loss. Their first loss of 2018, just their second loss of the season. They lost game number one in a close one. A game against Pittsburgh last Friday, 66-51. That score not close. The game was close as the Trojans just kind of stumbled down the stretch against a very good Pittsburgh High team. And in that ball game, shot 50% from the two-point range, 46% from the field, or 43% from the field. So not too bad shooting the basketball. They've done pretty well this season, but the Trojan men need to try to bounce back here tonight against this Neodesha team here to get a chance to get into the winner's bracket and allow them an opportunity to hopefully play for a Wilson County Classic Championship on Saturday. Again, the game's played tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday will be the championship. Typically, it was scheduled originally for Friday, but they will play Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The Trojan men, if they win, will play the winner of Caney and Douglas. If they lose, they'll play the loser of Caney and Douglas. And the very late game tomorrow night. If they win, they will play the late game as well, but here inside this gymnasium. And so that's what they're fighting for here tonight. The Trojans, two-time winners of the Wilson County Classic here, and they will take on Neodesha. And the Neodesha team that has struggled a little bit. Neodesha coming into this ball game right now at 1-7, I believe. And they're coming off a loss to Baxter Springs, 58-40. So there's a common opponent, something certainly I'm sure Coach took into consideration in his preparation here tonight for Neodesha. Josh, bring you in here, and the Trojans trying to come back from that loss to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's a darn good basketball team. I mean, that's a team that could get into the state tournament and do some damage. Not real deep, but the five they put on the floor are pretty good. Trojans hung with them as much as they could, and then just in that final quarter, kind of things fell apart.
Yeah, and the big difference was in that final quarter, Pittsburgh High started making their threes, and they had trouble hitting the three ball for most of the game, but then once they started hitting those threes and stretching the defense out, it just became a little bit too much for Girard to contain. They had their problems containing them when they weren't making the long shot, and then once they started in the fourth quarter firing on all cylinders, Girard just couldn't keep pace with that scoring. It was a tough week last week for the Trojans, playing two SEK League opponents, an overtime thriller against Parsons that everybody missed, but unless you were in the building. But a very tough team there. Both teams like to push it up and down the floor, both very physical. And I think it's a good warm-up for them coming into this Wilson County Classic because they're going to be playing it for the last week at a speed that I don't think a lot of teams in this tournament may have seen. And so that's an advantage for the Trojans.
We will find out about that shortly. We'll talk to the head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Westcott, coming up next here on the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show, brought to you by our friends at Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust, a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Trojan basketball here on Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get Gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas with Crocan. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org or see everything Crocan has to offer at ckt.net. Up next, the head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Westcott of the Community National Bank and Trust.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about their e-power checking, mobile banking, and bill pay, and new Guardian Secure Checking. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, and a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Go Trojans!
This is Girard Sports Live.
Welcome back to the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show here on Girard Sports Live. BJ Harris along with you as we get set for game number 1 of the 2018 Wilson County Classic as the Girard Trojans get ready to take on the Neodesha Blue Streaks. Joining us now, the head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Westcott. Coach, we're coming off a tough loss there at Pittsburgh the other night, one where you guys were able to just keep battling, but eventually in that fourth quarter, they started to kind of run away with it. I said, in post-game that score was no indication of what that game was like. As you kind of went back and reevaluated that game, what were your thoughts and impressions in the contest against the Purple Dragons?
It's one of those games I'm real proud of our kids again. I thought we battled, competed hard, did a lot of good things there. But, we turned the ball over a little bit there in the second half and had some offensive rebounds that we give up, and that they really took advantage of all those mistakes. They got a nice team, and I give them a lot of credit because they took advantage when we fouled up, and that was really the outcome of the game, But their length and their depth, that wore on us a little bit, and they were able to take advantage of that in the second half. So, hats off to them.
We gave our player of the game to Carter Doherty. He had limited minutes, and he's still trying to battle back from an ankle injury. But it seemed like when he got in the ball game, he made a difference, and some of that was that length that he was able to provide down inside.
Sure, we've been off now with the snow and things for a few days, so hopefully he's able to go a little bit. We haven't been able to practice here either with the snow days that we've had, so today will be the first day we get him back on the floor for a while, really any of them on the floor. So we'll have to knock a little bit of the rust off today, and hopefully we're good to go this week because we got 3 big days right in front of us now.
Yeah, what's your approach overall? This has obviously been an interesting little stretch here. You guys are off for 3 weeks for the holidays, hot and heavy for 2 games in a week, and then now off for several days. How do you approach that, and what kind of challenges does that bring for you guys?
Well, obviously we'd like to be in the gym and be working on some things because I thought there's a lot of things we could learn from last Friday's game. Fortunately today with the technology we have, the kids are able to watch a film. It's not quite the same. We don't get to sit down and watch it together, but, they were able to go back and watch some film and, hopefully pinpoint some things that, we need to improve upon. So that's a plus. But, you can't say enough about practicing, and we haven't been able to. So I'm glad we had school today because we need to get back on the floor and touch base with each other and make sure that we're ready to go because, the stretch, I'm going to tell them tonight, it's going to be kind of like a state tournament type atmosphere, maybe not atmosphere, but situation and the way things are set up, just playing back to back to back. And so there's going to be limited prep time, and it's a matter of coming out and playing and maybe picking some things up on the run because we're not going to be able to sit and watch those teams that we're going to be playing. And a lot of times they're playing at the same time we are in the other gyms. So scouting reports, things like that kind of go out the window. It's going to be come out and play and hopefully you can be prepared for anything that they throw at you.
Yeah, so game 1 against Neodesha, what do you know of the Blue Streaks? What do you expect out of this ball game?
Yeah, this is one, we've known for a while we're going to play them, so we've actually got some things on them and probably know them better than what we're going to know our next 2 games. They're struggling right now offensively, but that being said, they got 3 guys that are very capable of putting the ball in the basket. We want to make sure that we don't let them get going all together, obviously, on the same night. But, Coach Castillo, he's been around for a long time, been coaching for a long time, and we've had lots of good battles in the past against each other, so I'm sure he'll have his kids ready to play.
All right, Coach. Well, a lot of fun. It's going to be like that state tournament run here. Going to put some pressure on you guys, but it should get good and hopefully help propel you guys into the rest of the season. That's oftentimes what this mid-season tournament can do for you. Appreciate your time as always, and good luck tonight.
All right, thanks, PJ.
Head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Westcott, joining us here on the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. We'll step away, take a quick break. Still to come, your keys to the game, starting lineups, opening tip-off from Fredonia. It's the Wilson County Classic. Girard Trojans against Neodesha tonight on Girard Sports Live.
Crocan Telephone Cooperative has been serving Girard in southeast Kansas for 65 years. In 1952, we helped our members connect with each other using telephone lines. Today, we connect our members with the entire world using fiber optics. While the technology has changed, our commitment to deliver it to our members has not. Check us out on the web at ckt.net.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Back at here live, Fredonia High School, the side of the Wilson County Classic. Girard Trojans getting ready to take on Neodesha Blue Streaks. First boys game of the day. The girls game was in action earlier today, just a little while ago. Who was that? Caney and Neodesha playing in there. Did not pay attention who won that.
Not at all. Neodesha won.
Neodesha won. There you go.
Yep.
It was a close game, nip and tuck with Caney. Caney's been pretty good in girls basketball here over the last few years. The Trojans are the team to beat oftentimes coming into this tournament. Both boys and girls teams are 2-time defending champions of this Wilson County Classic, so we'll see how it goes here tonight. Starting lineups, they're doing them in here inside the gym. We'll do them here. Starting lineups brought to you by Pearls and Curls Boutique. Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at Pearls and Curls Boutique, a great new shabby chic boutique located next door to Sheer Expressions, right there on the south side of the square in Girard. See all the new arrivals at facebook.com/Pearls and Curls KS. It's facebook.com/Pearls and the Curls KS. Trojans will start right away. 6-foot sophomore. They'll have Ethan Goff, 6-foot senior. Ethan, I believe, second leading scorer, 12.2 points per ball game. Number 10, Caleb Muya, 6'3 junior, leading scorer, 23.6 points per ball game. Brett Ferguson, 6'3 senior. And Evan Troike, a 5'10 junior. Evan averaging 8.6 points per ball game. Starting to see Evan kind of come out of a shell a little bit. Center court would be Caleb Muya leaping things off against Chris Aldridge, 6-foot sophomore, against Muya, who is a 6'3 junior. And easily going to be won by Caleb, but thrown into the hands of Neodesha, and then a foul right off the bat, or maybe stepping out of bounds is how they'll say it, so it's going to go in favor of the Trojans. Opening tip-off is always brought to you by our friends at Larrett Ceramics, 503 West Maple in Girard. Stop by Larrett Ceramics for great gift ideas and supplies. Get creative when it comes to gift buying and get your friends and family a beautiful ceramic piece, or maybe even sign them up for classes at Larrett Ceramics. Call 620-724-8442. Trojans going to get it after going out of bounds off of the Blue Streaks. Trojans will kick it right to left. Whirl, top of the key now for Goff. Back on the corner for Muya. Trojans just really rose to the occasion of the night for 3 quarters against the Purple Dragons, and they did it with the fundamentals. They were just so fundamentally sound, and that took advantage. There's a 3 by Whirl, no good. Ryder had a big 3 in that game against Pittsburgh, and he's a guy who can, if he can hit those shots early, his confidence will get high, and who knows what he'll do. Now it'll be Neodesha basketball with it, moving from left to right. Looking to drive between the leg dribble there for Randall McKinnis. Now kickoff. Here's a buddy from the elbow. Shot no good, and a foul going to come on Aldridge. Nope, that's Cody O'Neal. And O'Neal going to get called for his first personal foul, 6'5 senior for the Blue Streaks. Trojan second possession of the ball game, just a minute into this ball game here. Good entry pass down inside for Muya, well defended by the Blue Streaks, and an empty frame once again for Girard. High post Kick it back outside. Undersized team. They do have this guy right here who's got the basketball, and O'Neal, pretty good size, 6'5", but that's pretty much the extent of their length. Dominic Skinner down in there here on this near side, number 2 at 6'2". Well, Goff trying to steal one over the head, and good drive to the rim, up and good by Randall McInnes. First bucket of the ball game going to be in favor of the Blue Streaks. 2-0 Neodesha. 6:12 to play in this opening quarter. Skip pass left side for Whirl. Quickly to the top of the key, Goff wide open. He will almost always connect on him when he's that far open. He's also kind of a rhythm shooter, though. If he can catch it in rhythm, he can make you pay. But
a little rusty.
Looking to drive here is Michael Schenkel, number 0. Kickoff left side for McInnes, and he'll throw up a 3, no good, and hits that guide wire and out of bounds technically, and it'll go out of bounds in favor of the Trojans. Carter Doherty going to check into the ball game for Girard. He'll replace Brett Ferguson for the Trojans. No sub so far for Neodesha. Off left side for Ryder Whirl. Again, another skip pass right side for Troiki, trying to enter down inside for Muya. Trying to get that high-low. Muya just able to fight through, get the bucket, and the foul. And he'll go to the free throw line to try to give the Trojans their first lead of the ball game.
Yeah, not a lot of transition, not as fast up and down the court, this opponent, but it's going to test Girard in their half-court sets. They're going to have to run clean sets.
Well, that high-low was there. When they got it to Muya, he was just a little bit further down. If he's at the elbow, that was wide open for Carter on the low block, and I think that might be an opportunity for the Trojans to take some advantage. Certainly with this young man checking out and O'Neal, into the ball game comes Chris Aldridge.
Yeah, you lose a lot of length and height there.
6'5", going out, 6 foot coming in. Muya goes to the free throw line, gives the Trojans their first lead of the ball game here. 5:36 to play in this first quarter. Up off right side for Schenkel. And a foul going to be called on Troiki. Evan got a little bit of foul trouble the other night, too, and that's something you got to watch on him. Make sure he doesn't do that because they need him on the court, frankly, the entire game if they can have him because he just does so much. And the ball handling and rebounds. Dang near picked up his second foul right there. Kick out right side. Shot no good. Rebound by Aldridge. He'll kick back onto the right wing here. Top of the key. Set 3. Schenkel. Good. Got some shooters.
Yep.
Schenkel knocks it down. Neodesha back in front. 5-3. And Goff with it on the right side. You're right, Josh. It is going to test the Trojans just the way the Neodesha Blue Streaks. There's a 3 by Ryder. Whirl, no good. Knocked around, pulled out. It is completely different than what they saw last Friday. And it just, if you can get to running like this, it's going to be way in favor of the Trojans. You heard Coach Westcott talk about that a little bit as well, that it's going to be different. They're going to have to really slow things down and be a little bit more methodical. And that's not necessarily in their nature.
Well, and they're going to have their opportunities for transition buckets like that one right there. It's just you got to be patient and don't get frustrated when you have to go 4 or 5 times down the floor in the half court.
So Ethan Goff will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Ethan, pretty reliable free throw shooter. In fact, best one on the team, 84%. 17-20 now from the free throw line is Goff. And he makes one more. He'll tie this ball game up at 5 apiece. Can't get it to go. Loose ball gathered up by the Blue Streaks. Now nearly stolen back away by Ethan. And the play will be set here by Schenkel, the 5'11 senior, out high. We'll go off left side. Trojans in a zone. Trying to go over the top of Doherty. Nice little shot there, but no good. And Caleb Muyo goes up and pulls that down. Now the Trojans can run a little bit in transition. Oh, boy. That was dirty. Shake and bake there on the left side now for Goff. And he'll slow it back down and they'll set the offense. On the right side for Ferguson. Swiftly back to Goff again. Open 3 on the way, no good. Rebound. Brett Ferguson. Shot no good. Gets his own rebound again. Good tenacity there by Brett Ferguson to stay with it and get the Trojans back in front.
Rock solid stick-to-itiveness on that play.
Just dying to use that. Trojans are the higher seed, so they're the home team on the scoreboard. You're following along there to upper right side of your screen here on Girard Sports Live. Another foul going to be called, and Trojans in transition. And that's probably the right approach because so far they've done that twice, and they've limited the Trojans to just 1 point. No, they did it once, I guess, on the last one, so they limited them to 1 point instead of 2. You don't want to get yourself in foul trouble, but you do stop that momentum.
You do, but I would imagine that bench isn't too deep.
They'll go to it right now as Randall McInnes will get his first break of the ball game. Into the ball game comes Tiandre Kennard, and Kennard, a 5'11 freshman, checking in there, number 3. No good on Muya. Other end of the floor, quickly up the floor they go. Little transition bucket there for Schenkel. He's got 5 already for the Blue Streaks. 5 of their 7. Muya to the glass, no good, and another foul. This game is going to take a day at this pace. How different it is from playing whatever it is, 70 miles east of here.
Yeah.
And the SEK, and then you come over and it's just played a little closer.
Yeah, they call fouls.
It was pretty physical the other night, both on the girls and the boys game.
And
pretty much anything went.
Parsons' game is pretty much the same way.
Muya missed the first, made the second. And a timeout going to be taken by Coach Castile. Timeout on the floor. We'll go ahead and take it with them. 8-7 your score. Trojans holding on to 1 point lead nearly midway through this first quarter. We're back at 30 seconds. You're watching.
Producers Co-op of Girard has been serving the needs of farmers and ranchers in southeast Kansas for decades. With a wide range of products and services, you'll be sure to find what you're looking for. Contact the Agronomy Center for seed recommendations, seed treatments, crop scouting, and more, or stop by the farm store for feeds, equipment, supplies, clothing, and accessories. Producers Co-op also has bulk fuels and propane available. To see everything Producers Co-op Association has to offer, visit them online at www.girardcoop.com or give them a call at 620-724-8241.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Blue Streaks back with the basketball as we come out of the break here, moving from left to right. And those blue jerseys. There's a steal and a foul. That's the freshman, Tiandre Kennard, throwing away the basketball and then causing the foul immediately after that. And good defense there by Ryder Worrell to get that ball taken away from him. And it'll go back to the Trojans here, moving from right to left.
Already 6 team fouls on Neodesha.
Yeah. Here's Troike, skip over to the left side for Worrell. They're going to give Ryder that until he makes it. He needs to keep shooting. Troike over to Worrell. Trying to work it down inside for Doherty there. I got the high-low going with Ferguson and Doherty. Maybe forced it that time. Luckily, Ferguson fight with it. Good pass. And darn it, Carter's been fighting that ankle. And I thought maybe he was going down with it. Just kind of lost his footing. He's going to try to run that one off. Coach asked him if he's okay. He says yes. But now he's trying to shake that out a little bit. Had an ankle injury a year ago. Had another one here early in this one. They need him down inside with that size. And a turnover, another one. So Tiandre Kennard's playing like a freshman. He came in, he's had back-to-back turnovers each time he's touched the basketball. 3:20 to play, first quarter, 8-7 here from Fredonia, the Wilson County Classic. Delayed a few days. This thing was supposed to start on Monday. It's Thursday. Breaking news. And
for those of you scoring at home.
Scoring the days of the week. My daughter was surprised to find out a trivia question yesterday. It was a stupid question. How many days of the week end and why? Blew her mind. That all of them do. But she's 10. She's learning. Trojans back with it. Worrell, left side, Muya. They've done a good job against Caleb so far, the Blue Streaks have. And they just they stick their hands in there a lot. And it works sometimes and it doesn't sometimes, and that's why they have 17 fouls.
Yeah, if you don't put yourself in good position with your feet, then you're in a position to reach with your hands, and you usually end up getting foul calls.
Keys to the Game are brought to you by Fort Scott Community College. With more than 40 fields of study, there's something for everyone. At Fort Scott Community College, students can take general education courses or complete an online associate's degree or certificate. Visit fortscott.edu or call 620-223-2700 as Troike's at the free throw line to shoot, misses first one. Trojans have not shot the ball very good from the stripe, and that's not good when you got a team that's willing to foul you. But Josh, opening few minutes of this ball game, keys to the game here for the Trojans.
Well, now that they're already in the bonus, I would say make your free throws. That'd be a good one.
That's cheating.
Yeah. And then just push the tempo. Here they go.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yep, push that tempo, allow him to do stuff like that
That's
out
right.
in transition. And the Trojans' largest lead of the ball game now is 3. This game's been back and forth a little bit here. Driving, shot blocked, and so the first free throws of the ball game, I believe, here for Neodesha, as Tiandre Kennard will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one's up and in. Here comes the second one from Kennard. That one no good off the front iron. Good board there by Carter Doherty. And Trojans kind of falling all over themselves a little bit. Off of Troike and out of bounds. Out of bounds off of Troike, so it'll go out of bounds and go back to the blue streaks here. Checking back. Kennard going to come out of the ball game. Checking back in is Dominic Skinner. Into the ball game for the first time here is Joe Talmadge. That's a good one. Talmadge. Should have figured that out before I was saying it here live on the air. There's a shot up and good by Skinner.
Nice bank.
Tied this ball game back up at 10 apiece. Here's a 3 by Goff. Missed it badly, but there's Brett Ferguson. He seems to be Johnny on the spot here in this opening quarter, trying to get the Trojans through this. You said rusty. I would agree with that description. High post here for Talmadge. Off the right side, down inside now Skinner. And he lost it off his foot, out of bounds. It'll go to the Trojans. Minute 18 to play in this first quarter. And the Trojans will have the basketball back. Goff going to bring the ball up the floor here for the Trojans. Here's Muya left wing. They have packed this. Look at the zone down inside. They're just going to try to limit the Trojans' opportunities in the paint. Trojans going to have to hit some shots on the edge to have any chance this zone or find some holes like that. Muya just going to fight for it. No good. Rebound. Troike. He'll kick back out. World wide open pumping. Now driving. Kick to Troike. Evan will shoot a 3 on the way. Good. He hit one of those the other night. It looks so natural from him, but he just doesn't take enough. I say shoot the ball. He knocks down a triple. Trojans' largest lead now is 5. Nearly short-lived, but missed there on the take by Donald Booth. Here come the Trojans the other way. 30-second mark approaching here over this first quarter. Muya back to left corner. We'll see if the Trojans maybe work for the final shot. If they don't get one quickly, they will. And there it is. He'll pull it out and run that final play here of this first quarter if the Trojans can get one. Give it up to Caleb. This will be an isolation most likely. And say go to work, number 25. Number 25 today. Normally number 10. Not sure what's up. He's growing so fast, maybe outgrew number 10. Throw it up. That's an alley-oop play at the end of the first quarter, up and good. Coaches ran that for some time. It's supposed to be a full oop. Little off the mark, but Caleb improvised and made it work anyways. Knocked it down to the Trojans. Largest lead now is 7 here after 1 quarter of play. We'll step away, take a quick break. Second quarter coming your way next, right here on Girard Sports Live.
This is Girard Sports Live.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, then I look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Go ahead. Back out here to Fredonia High School, the Girard Trojans. Kind of back and forth there for a little while with the Blue Streaks. But the Trojans are able to kind of get going a little bit in the last maybe 2 minutes of that first quarter, and able to get a 7-point lead here as we go into the second quarter of play. Trojans will have the basketball. Trying to go down inside for Ferguson. Brett just using that length. He's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Trojans in that first quarter did leave some points on the board. They went 2 out of 5 from the free throw line. You notice on the scoreboard there, the team fouls are a little lopsided, 8-2. Trojans have been fouled quite a bit here by the Blue Streaks. They just haven't made a pay, and now Ferguson an opportunity to do that, and he'll miss on his first opportunity. Brett did come up big.
Game would not be close if the Trojans are making free throws.
It'd be a 10-point game because there's 3 points they left out there. And 10 points in the first quarter is a pretty good sized margin. Second one is up and good. And the Trojans add to their lead here. Brett was big in that first quarter, though. He had 4 points and was able to have some big boards down inside and the putbacks. And a jump ball alternating possession can be in favor of the Trojans. They are the home team. Well, they had it pointed at Girard whenever that got tied up, but now they'll give it to Girard. Here's a catch and fire 3 up and good. Just into the he was in the ballgame in the first quarter. Donald Booth knocks down the triple. They can shoot a little bit. This is not a team you can sleep on because they've proven to be able to knock down the long-range shot. They've already got 2 threes here in this ball game, and that's allowed them to kind of keep pace here with the Trojans. Off left side for Ferguson. Off to the right wing now for Royal. To the corner for Goff. Dump off inside Muya. Caleb goes up, lost it. Somehow came away with it. Did it around his head at one time just for fun. And now gathered back up for Troike. That was not pretty. Trojan somehow came away with it. Again, look how they packed it down inside. There are 3 guys in blue inside the paint, and they'll slide a couple guys out. At any given time, there'll be 4 inside the paint right now. Make the Trojans beat them from outside. On the right side, skip it over left wing for Caleb. He'll look to drive and pull back outside. Now here's Goff. He'll shoot the 3, no good. Rebound Muya, and he gets ripped down, and they call travel.
Wow.
He didn't go down on his own.
Yeah.
That was not on his own accord.
Yeah. I saw him fall. I just didn't see what made him fall.
Pretty good break there for Neodesha. And it'll go back to the Blue Streaks here with 6:22 to play in the first half. Drive, up, good. Skinner. He's got 4. Blue Streaks back to within 3. 18-15. Off right side. Here's Goff. He'll fire another 3. Just cannot get the range. That's about the most I've ever seen him miss in a row. Now the Blue Streaks will hold again.
Trojans really have more success when they just force it down low.
Yep. Here's I think a 2. Shot no good. Gathered back up. Outside. Long range 3 on the way by Booth. No good. And foul going to be called over the back. Not a very disciplined team here in Neodesha. They foul a ton. This is the 9th team foul on Neodesha. Just 2 on the Trojans. John Wallace. And I'm guessing that was part of the game plan. Come in, rough them up a little bit, play physical. Trojans, they've been in some dogfights here lately. It's not like that should be a scout on them that they're weak. I mean, they're just, but you can play sloppy and get rough with them and kind of take them out of the game, and that's worked at times here in this first half. Right, a whirl at the free throw line to shoot 2, or shoot 1. That's on the front side of a 1-on-1. He knocks it down. His first bucket of the ball game. Here comes the second one. Made them both. First guy that's done that for the Trojans in this first half. Back to a 5-point lead. Girard's led by as many as 8 into this first half. Dump off inside. Now kick. Swing it back left wing for McInnes. He holds on the corner. Off to Schenkel. Here's Booth. Back to Schenkel. He'll have to pull back out. Good D again. Trojans staying man-to-man. Off right side for Skinner. Good entry pass. Blocked from behind. Oh, that is bad.
Tough call.
Oof. They're going to say he had body on him, but I don't believe so. Nonetheless, it's going to send Schenkel to the free throw line to shoot 2. So far, the Blue Streaks are 1 out of 2 from the free throw line here in this first half. Schenkel makes the first one. He'll have to sit down, Will Troike again with those 2 fouls, and the Trojans are able to kind of keep things moving forward here a little bit. I would be surprised to see much more of Evan here in this first half. We'll see. And Schenkel at the free throw line to shoot a second one. Up and good. (20-17). Under 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Ferguson working on him, and not sure what your bedtime is, Josh, but
yeah,
we're going to be past it. 10 team fouls already here for Neodesha. And that's going to send Ferguson to the free throw line to shoot 2. 1 out of 2 on the night from the stripe. Tried to overcompensate there and missed it. Out of the ball game goes Dominic Skinner. This is one of those games that Blue Streaks are on pace to play with 4 guys at some point in this game. I mean, if they don't have a ton of guys on the bench. They only have 10 guys on the whole team. And 9 guys on the team. And the way they're fouling, it's like they don't know they keep track.
The Trojans just not shooting the ball well tonight. I don't know if it's like the color scheme in this gym or what the deal is.
Ferguson missed them both. The black and gold is disorienting. That's why Bees and Hornets have that color.
That's right.
Blue Streaks with it, moving from left to right. Here's a 3 again by Booth. Up and good. He's made 2 of them now.
Neodesha doesn't seem to be affected by it.
Nope. Tie ball game. Outscored them so far 10-2 here in this.
You look just
10-3 here in this third quarter.
It's tied, and all I can think about is missed free throws.
Yep. Ferguson on the corner. The Blue Streaks have lulled the Trojans into their play, into their game. And it looks like
it doesn't matter how many times they foul if the Trojans don't make them pay from the line.
And this zone's allowing them to basically triple Caleb Muya. Whenever the ball goes down, they try to go down low. Caleb will catch fire. He'll try to do it from out there. Not going to happen. And rebound pulled out of there by the Blue Streaks. Here they come.
Like Girard looks like they're getting a little bit frustrated with this and settling for some shots that aren't the best. That 3 from the corner, probably not what Coach wants Muya shooting.
No, Coach Castile does not want Schenkel shooting that shot from 4 feet behind the three-point line here with the ball game tied to 3:20 to play in the first half. But they take it. Trojans get another opportunity. They had a chance to get it. You got to go ahead and force it down inside there. Now, Coach is going to call a different offense here to try to find a way to split up this little 3-2 zone they've got going. Coach Westcott has got to, but deep down inside of his mind right now, love this Blue Streaks team because Coach has taken teams of similar stature and just frustrated the heck out of teams by running a similar type of zone. There's a good board by Carter Doherty, puts it back up, no good. And the lid continues to stay on the basket. But if you can have a good team that's disciplined in the zone and can shoot threes like that every once in a while, Donald Booth is officially a shooter, and if you're the Trojans, you need to recognize that.
Yeah, I mean, make him hurt you with the dribble. Don't let him just stand out there and shoot. If he shows you he can do that, stop it, and then make him do something else.
He's got 9 third-quarter points all from behind the arc. Does Booth, and the Blue Streaks are in front by 3. Trojans led by 8 to start this quarter. Now they're down by 3. Backside, another turnover. Here they come. Timeout forthcoming by Coach Westcott. I would definitely see a timeout coming here, especially if the Blue Streaks get points out of this possession.
Like another open jumper.
Off left side, now here's Booth. Getting a hand in his face. Back over right side. Trojans have gone to his zone now. There's a steal. Goff got to get it to go. Ethan quickly up the floor. Layup with the right hand. Good. Boy, that's a big sign of relief for the Trojans. That's their first field goal of the
eternity
of the second quarter. It was 1:46 before they scored a field goal in the second quarter. Now an up and under. Shot no good. Here's Caleb. He'll go up. Layup with the right hand. Gets it to go. Boy, that one rolled over. And the Trojans are fighting their way back in front here. His first field goal in this second quarter. Off right corner for McKinnis. 24-23. Trojans on front by 1. And ball kicked out of bounds. Last touched by the Trojans. Evan Troike going to come back into the ball game. That's a risky proposition there, but Ryder World's got to come out and get a break. Free throw, Skinner. Shot up, good. Dominic Skinner has got 6 points for the Blue Streaks. Neodesha back in front by 1, under a minute to play first half. Off right side. Here's Muya. Shot by Goff. Can't get it. Boy, you need him to start shooting. That's the thing, too. Girard can't shoot those outside shots. The only way to soften up that zone is if they can start dropping in some buckets from deep.
Right. You got to stretch that defense out. Right now, they don't have to honor that outside shot at all.
There's Booth. Got to honor him. He's got 9 points in this third quarter, all from deep. High post, driving. O'Neal. And a foul and a bucket.
That's a lot of continuation.
Foul going to be called on Brett Ferguson. Just his first. And that's going to send Cody O'Neal to the free throw line to shoot the and one and give the Blue Streaks their largest lead of the ball game, and he does. Neodesha jumped out early on a 2-0 lead. They led again 5-3, and then the Trojans grabbed that lead. They took it back and lost it briefly, and now they've got it here with 4-point lead with now 2.2 and a foul. It's going to send Caleb Muya back to the free throw line. The Trojans, who again ran up and down the floor with that Pittsburgh team the other night, look tired, more tired now than they did then. And that could be some of the layoff,
Yeah, call it rust, cobwebs, whatever you will. It's just they haven't been able to establish any sort of regular routine since the end of Christmas break. And, after a while as a team, that's got to kind of wear on you.
But Neodesha's in the same boat. I mean, they've probably been through the same stuff. Time off school. Muya made the first one, missed the second one again. And that's the end of the first half. Well, interesting, to say the least, the way that went. Neodesha's got to feel thrilled about where they're at right now, and the Trojans going to have some work to do coming into the second half. We'll talk more about it here on the halftime show. We've got your halftime stats and talk about this girls' game coming up in just a little bit as well. All that and more still to come here on the Girard National Bank halftime show. Girard National Bank bringing you community banking at its best, providing you customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to Girard National Bank. We'll talk about it next on the Girard National Bank.
Girard National Bank brings you community banking at its best. Family owned and operated for over 80 years, Girard National Bank is committed to providing their customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way. Whether you require personal, business, or agricultural services, Girard National Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. Girard National Bank is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.